Hey, everybody.
Hi. I'm going to try to, I needed to do this because this is what this one's about. Hi. I'm going to try to, oh, sorry, I have to mute myself. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Here we go. I was like, why did I hear my own voice? Craziness.
All right. Anyway.
Hi, Jude. Hi, Adrian. Hello, Moon Boots.
Hi, Moon Boots. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Jude.
Honey Bunny.
Hey, everybody.
Click the like, everyone. Hi, HT.
Hi, HT. Yeah, let's talk about Pix's hair right now. She's crushing it.
Thank you. It's the first time, I was telling Rose behind the scenes, I thought that my straightener was lost at the first women's shelter. So me coming across it today, I was just like, I think this is a sign. I need to feel pretty. So yeah, I did this and I rocked out the straight, and I'm so, this is when I feel beautiful, when I'm able to put it all together. So
yeah. Oh, Lord, now I'm doing it. Hey, Jules.
Hey, everybody.
Anyway.
Everybody's there. Thank you.
Hey, everybody that's come in since we started chatting. All right, so the plan for tonight, like Pix and I were just like randomly talking and decided, because I had talked about doing the furry friends tag with Jaden, who I don't know if he is here or not, but anyway, and I never got around to filming it. And then Pix and I were talking about like a collab we could do, and I was like, it would be really easy and we could throw together real fast. Would just be like a live where we answer the questions about that are part of the furry friend tag. So that's why Cher and Nala are here.
Yeah. And I just want to also point out the fact that it is about the ones that are already furred. We're not trying to lead you guys into the idea that we're furries. This is about the animals that are still animals that chose us as their pet.
When tangent story time. One time when I went to see Billy Joel in Pittsburgh, it was the same weekend as the furry convention. So that was interesting.
Yeah, I'm a furry confirmed. Great. I'm never going to live this down. No.
Oh,
Wendell, I have no idea where Acro is. And if anybody else wants to do this kind of thing,
there he is.
There he is. And he knows that he's been talked about. So, yeah.
As soon as I heard Pix is a furry confirmed, I thought that was Acro saying that. So.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, okay. Joe. All right. So should we just hop right into it?
Sure.
Because I'm impatient.
Sure.
All right. So I just have the first 10 questions, just so you know.
Yeah, that's all I have as well.
Oh, the first question is, what's your pet's name? I think everybody knows. Share.
Nalabuji.
What kind of pet is it and what breed? So Cher's a dog. And again, I've talked about this many times. Don't know exactly what breed she is, but she's a German Shepherd mixed with a bunch of stuff, apparently. Everyone tells me she looks like a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
And when I heard her barking a little while ago, that was full-on hound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has a loud, scary bark, but she's all bark and no bite.
Whereas Nala's background, being that she is a cat. She is from two totally different lines, and they were champion stock, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to have any of that, but she's half Bengal, half Savannah, which means that she has actual African wildcat in her. And I don't know if anybody's seen this kind of thing, but they actually make a little meep sound. And if you want to see what kind of conversationalist they are. Look up what a cheetah is like when they're speaking. They have a very soft little meep, and she's definitely got different voices, or different accents, I'll say. And I think it all depends on how much you talk to the animal. Like, I've always had talking animals because I talk to them like this. So I pose questions and they answer because I'm asking them questions. So she's actually really good at answering. So, but yeah, she's half Savannah, half Bengal, and all awesome. Except when she's ripping down things, making me feel like I didn't need to sleep last night. What? That's a whole other thing.
I have to interject with a message from my mother that says, Pix looks adorable.
Your grandbaby is sleeping on your blanket. I'm just going to say thank you. She absolutely loves that you sent this to her, even though you didn't know. And at that point, neither did I, that was her blanket. I was just holding on to it until she got here. So I was telling Rose as well that she tried to drag it underneath my bed this morning. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? And she just gave me a look like, what? It's my blanket.
Also, hello, Manal.
Hi,
Manal. Okay, next question. How long have you had your pet friend?
As of Saturday, it was 2 months. She will be a year old.
That long already?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize you've had her for that long.
Because we just got back. Because I found out about her, I think it was like the 11th or 12th of January. And then by the first weekend, actually, no, it was the third Saturday in February. Maybe I just don't know how to do dates. Yeah. I've had her for at least over a month. How's that?
That works.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have had Cher since July of 2017. So a little less than 3 years.
See, you're better at counting than I am. So yeah.
Yeah. We'll go with a little less than 3 years. How did you get your pet?
Do you want to go on this one or?
Sure, I'll go. I'll tell a little story time. So this is how much does people know? Hey CK, hey Tuba. So I was like, it was like the very beginning of like my depression, like before I was smart enough to get into therapy, blah, blah, blah. So I felt really lonely and I was like, I should get a dog. I always liked dogs when I was little. I wanted a companion. So I started looking at like the local shelters by where I was at to see if I could adopt, because I knew I wanted an adult dog and not a puppy, because I knew I didn't have enough time to train a puppy because I was working 10-hour days and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I got on this one shelter site and they had a full-bred German Shepherd, which is like what I wanted. I wanted a German Shepherd. And I was like, I need to go look at this dog. So I went and looked at him, and he had come in as a stray and like wasn't trained and was like a hot mess. And I was like, this isn't going to work because he's too wild and like all over the place for me. And the lady that was showing me the dog was like, well, we have another Shepherd mix if you would be interested in looking at her. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, why not? And then she comes walking out and I'm like, this isn't a German Shepherd. But she was like really chill and just like walked around like the little yard that we were in and then came right up to me and let me pet her. But I had to go through like a whole application process. Like I had to have references and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I had to go to the shelter. I looked at her. I was like, this is the dog I want. And that's how it happened.
Did you get a little like walkabout time with her? Like, did they let you two go for a bit of a walk and then come back?
No, we just hung out and like they had like a side yard that they let them run around in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. With the day that I went and picked her up, we were walking out and she is like kind of clumsy. And she was looking at like the shelter person And
Right.
as she was turning to walk out the door, she smacked her nose off the door.
Oh, this is
my boyfriend at the time was with me. My boyfriend at the time was with me, and he was like, "Oh, this is starting off real well." And I was like, "Yep."
Hi, everybody. Sorry, I know that there are people that are still coming in. I don't want to like skip over somebody's name. So
yeah.
Hello, everybody. Please accept that everybody is your name, and that I send my love and respect.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello to everybody that I haven't been able to shout out individually, but thank you for being here.
So Nala was a friend of a friend. There was a lady that put up about a cat that needed a stress-free home and stuff like that. And the lady that was ahead of me, like apparently on Facebook, there was like this group, and it's kind of like the free classifieds. And this person went to school with the other one. They still hang out. They do the whole thing. And she didn't realize that they had a cat. Anyways, long story short, they have 4 dogs. They have 2 cats. They've got like a hobby farm kind of thing. I don't know if there's like any outside animals, but they have a lot of farmland. And she was, like I said, champion stock. The parents are still doing their breeding and stuff like that. And this one was the one that was the runt and was the one that nobody wanted to take with them, and nobody wanted to adopt her, and because she's very high stressed. And the lady who was going to have her either decided to stay in Jamaica or is doing an extended stay down in Jamaica, and now with the COVID, it's probably going to be longer. Having said that, there were apparently over 100 people that wanted her, just based solely on her looks. And she said that she didn't have a good vibe from anybody. And then, I mean, obviously, if I say Laura, then everybody's going to know who I'm referring to. So Laura was the one who facilitated the liaison. Like, she took me out there, and the lady had said, she doesn't do very much. She tries to keep to herself. She can't handle the dogs. Like, one of their dogs is like a schnauzer and then a little bit of a mix. And then the other 3 are like collie mixes. So they're very high personality. And she needs a quiet home. Mm-hmm. So the lady was explaining all the things like she's not very like personable. She doesn't cuddle. She doesn't do all that kind of stuff. We don't have that kind of like, there's no rapport there. Like, she sleeps until she's tossed around by one of the dogs. And I'm saying toss, but I don't mean like throwing a chew toy. I just mean like she's being bombarded with way too many stresses. So she said that when I first came in with Laura, she was like, I love your energy. And that almost made me cry, like right on the spot. And then this one.
Of course it did.
Of course it did. So this one gets off of the chair and starts doing a figure 8. And for like the infinity symbol, the figure 8, that's a huge thing, especially from the onset for an animal. There were other people in the room, and she wasn't doing that for anybody else. And she was just like figure 8ing all around my legs. And that's a big sign. So she was like, I am so glad that I made the right decision. And I'm like, you will never regret the decision. So, yeah, because she was the runt and she was the one that was left over, and she was high stress. They needed a home for her to go to. And this is the stress-free home of happiness. So she is here, and the most stress that she gets is me saying, we don't eat family.
Fish are friends, not food.
Fish are friends, not food. But it's also not just the fish. She's chewed on Pharrell. Poor Peter, the spider plant, has decided that he doesn't want to do any more offshoots, because why does he want to do this? Just a little case side point. They're not toxic to cats. I will say, though, that spider plants are a tiny little bit of a hallucinogen for cats, though. And if you want to see cat drop acid kind of thing, yeah. Because she comes away from like chewing on him, and I know that she's chewed on him. And because she's got that little swagger going on. I'm like, child, what is even happening? Oh, you are chewing on Peter. Okay. So there's my story time. So yeah, that's that question.
All right. How old is your pet?
She will be 1 year old on June 8th.
And Cher is 7-ish. I don't know what her official birthday is, but I just go by what she was 5 when I adopted her. So she's almost 8.
That's awesome. Like, I love the fact that during that whole spa day thing that you did, okay, let me rephrase this. I realized that to somebody else that might have looked like it was just a quick little thing, but the amount of trust that she has, that she gave you, like, that's a huge thing that I know that she would not have done that for anybody else on the planet, but she trusts you, and that's huge.
Well, I was shocked when she let me hair dryer her. I was honestly surprised. I thought there was no way.
I had to watch that twice because I was just like, the first time was for me just to like, do my little, oh my God, this is so cute. And then the second time, still obviously, oh my God, it's so cute. But I was like really getting it. And that's kind of when I messaged you and was like, that's what I was messaging you about, was the fact that I was still crying while I was talking about it. And of course, I have to text you when I'm crying because you need to do the eye roll without knowing that you're doing the eye roll because you don't know that I'm doing the crying thing. So I don't say that so you can't be like,
So I can't send the
eye rolling one.
Yeah. I should just every text I send you should just start and end with the eye roll emoji.
That is perfect. I love that idea. Definitely.
All right. What is your favorite memory with your pet?
You go first.
Okay.
Unless you don't. Yeah.
Nope, I have one. Okay. I think my favorite memory is gonna have to be the move down to Florida. So I had a Jeep at the time that I moved down, and I drove down. It was me, my mom, and Cher, and we had this car stuffed to the brim with anything and everything I could shove in this Jeep. And I had like my clothes and like vacuum sealed bags. And like the only place that Cher had to sleep was literally on top of like the stacks of my vacuum sealed bags. Like I stacked them up and then put like a blanket over top of them. And she would have to like jump, like God only knows how high to get into this car to lay on those. And she like literally just slept. It took me 18 hours to drive and she just slept the whole time.
Oh my God, that is like an amazing cat, but in a dog form.
Yes.
Because I realize that you're not doing the cat thing. She's purring right now. I love that story.
It's basically a big cat, but a dog.
Yes. I guess I haven't had very many, but she's been so petrified of the CPAP machine that she doesn't come near my bed when I'm getting ready to sleep. And wasn't obviously last night, but a few nights ago, sorry, I have a cat hair on my face somewhere. A couple nights ago, she actually got up on the bed and she did her little meep thing. And that's usually when I'm like, can I boop you? And then she'll like lean into it. Like, you know how animals like lean into like, yes, you can do this. You can pet me, crazy little pleb, do what I want. But she like let me boop her on the nose and she actually stayed up there. And then she walked towards me because I already had the mask on. I was going to lay down. So I was talking to her through the mask and she kind of like climbed up on me and then kind of like booped me with her paw. And I was like, okay, we're equal. I got it. But then she laid down beside me and like, I was like, I've never cried with a CPAP machine on. What? And I don't want to scare her. And at the same time, I'm like, what do I do? I want to devour her, but I'm crying and like, am I gonna like make myself like drowned? Like when like it's crazy. But yeah, apparently I cry a lot is basically the
Yes.
takeaway from everything.
But tell me something I don't already know.
Exactly. You woke up, oh, you're crying. Okay, good.
All right, good. She's good then.
Mhm.
All right. What are some quirky things about your pet's personality?
Oh my god. She's in love with tape. In love with tape. And I love when she gets into like the zoomies mode. I'm guessing that Cher probably does that like really, really well. Yeah. Just when she gets that like murder juice eyes look, because she's like, and like she just stops, and I'm like, "Are you gonna run really fast?" She goes, "Meow," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm just gonna open the door. You can run back and forth between the rooms. That's fine."
I need somebody to screenshot Pix's face there, please. Send that to me, please.
Oh no, this okay, yeah. Adrian's probably taking a picture. He's probably sending it to you right now.
Do you have anything else?
No, that's like, yeah.
Okay.
She's trying.
All I'm picturing now is me getting a still photo of that. Okay. Anyway, things. I'm crying right now thinking about it. Okay.
Quirky girls cry. Sorry.
Quirky things about Cher's personality. She can open a fridge, so she likes to go into the fridge and like get food that she wants to eat. Let's see, quirky things about Cher's personality. She likes to bark at legit everybody, but like has never bitten anybody. Like we'll just like sit at our front window and just bark because she sees the wind blow. She's like, I'm gonna bark because this is my house and I do what I want. Quirky things about her personality. I think the quirkiest thing, I guess, is mostly just that this is like her baseline. Like this is, I don't know that I've ever like run into a dog who was just happy doing this at all times. But she's just like super laid back. And I enjoy the fact she's super well trained. So I know that this isn't unique to her, but I love the fact that I could like go out and walk anywhere and like she wouldn't leave my side. Like if like she started to drift, I could just yell her name and she'd come back, right. Which I enjoy. But yeah.
I guess the only one thing that I would add is, and if you haven't had a cat, then you might not see this, but I know it also happens with dog lovers. The solidarity pee, because we're both in the washroom area.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if anybody else has had the solidarity pee, but that one is like gold every single time. And you're just like, wow. So this is where we both are right now. Okay. Do we talk during this? What do we do? But yeah, it's usually every morning she does that. And then the second she's done, she goes running out, jumps on the little table that used to have Pharrell and Juggy on. But I had to switch it because she kept getting up to eat the plants. So her treats are there, and she's like doing that, and then she's like leaps right onto it. And I'm like, one of these days that thing, the little TV tray, is going to collapse. That thing is like falling apart, and I don't know how else to put it, but it's just when she gets into that crazy mode. Yeah.
All right. Next question. What does your relationship with your pet mean to you? Pix, don't cry.
It's really hard not to cry when you're like, oh fuck.
Sorry, I'm waiting for guys, I'm not making fun of her for crying. I just know it's gonna happen.
It is, and I'm like purposely like, and I'm
that's why I knew you were silent, because I was like, she's trying to not cry right now, which is why I started laughing.
And everybody please just understand, I love Rose. Our friendship is amazing. It's completely awesome. And even if she was going to tease me about it, I know where her heart is.
Yeah, it's a good tease. It's not
It is
a
a good. Yes.
It's not malicious. It's not coming from maliciousness.
No.
But anyway, do you want me to answer first?
Yes, please.
Okay, so like I said, I first got Cher when I was like going through my depression and stuff. So it was like super important for me to have her there. She got me through a lot, just having somebody there to like just I could talk to and like wouldn't talk back to me. And then it's like she's like literally like my child. Like I have never thought that I would have like it's so weird. I'll like sit back and think about like, oh, I hope that I can get pregnant while I still have her so that she can like meet my kid. I never thought I would feel that way about a dog, and I'm terrified for the day that she passes away because I don't. How do you call into work and be like, I can't come in, my dog died? Like people won't get it. But like I've had coworkers who said that the death of their dog hit them harder than like their grandma or something, and like I feel like that's what it's going to be like for me because she's like legit like my kid.
That made me even want to cry even more because then I'm like, oh my God, yes. It's just, okay. I put mascara on saying I knew that I was going to need, oh my God. I realize that I've mentioned like 500 billion times that I'm eventually getting weight loss surgery, but because everything is now up in the air, I can't see very many people, and I'm pretty much always a shut-in anyways because of my agoraphobia. But I didn't think that I deserved another animal because I deserve her and she chose me. And I don't have to put on any pretense of trying to be something other than I am. And this cat curls up beside me and she talks and like we goof around, we play. She has stolen every single pen of mine in the entire apartment. She has hidden everything either underneath the bed or underneath this love seat. And there are times that she rips down things on the window and I'm just like, I know you don't get it, so I'm not going to get angry with you. I will not lose her. And I promise I'm going to spoil her like she is the greatest cat that ever lived. I don't know where else to say with that. And yet again, I'm crying.
You made it through that very well.
Thank you.
What are some of your favorite pastimes with your pet?
Treat training. Yeah. She's teaching me very well.
Yeah, I like that video.
I've got more that I need to finish.
So when I lived in Pennsylvania, are you done?
Oh yeah, I'm good, honey. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. So when I still lived in Pennsylvania, I lived in an apartment where I was like, my bedroom was like an addition onto the house. And whoever put in this freaking addition decided, you know what we don't need in this room? Any vents for heat.
Oh my God.
So the only heat that I had in my room when wintertime hit in Pennsylvania, which it gets cold, was a heating blanket and like a little plug-in electric heater. That was my source of heat in the winter times. So Cher would like cuddle up literally against me and we would like sleep like, sharing each other's warmth because we were both just freezing. So I feel like that like any cuddle session in bed for me and Cher is like what we do best. Which doesn't happen a whole lot now just because, you know, we're in Florida, so she's not freezing all the time. But like she'll do it more when we're on the couch. Like she'll lay her head in my lap and stuff. But yeah, I would say that's probably anytime I can cuddle with Cher is a good time.
All I'm going to say is next year I already have a belly to start scritching, so she just better prepare herself for the belly rubs that she will be getting from a Canadian. So, yeah, treat training is probably the best, and the fact that she's just so fucking beautiful. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not crying anymore. Yay!
Okay, next question. What are nicknames you call your pet?
I have a few, so do you want to go first?
Yeah, I really only have one, which would be Share Bear.
Aww.
But other than that, it's Cher. When I first got her and she would do bad stuff, my roommate that I lived with at the time would call her Sharon.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
But yeah, I think Share Bear is really the only nickname I have for her.
Well, I decided that I was going to have Bougie as her name, because she's like designer kitten kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I realized that her name was Nala, and I decided to leave it as Nala Bougie. And she has been getting Nalaboo, like Malibu, but Canadian. So there's Malibu, and then I started calling her Naboo, and then I realized like a couple days ago that I was calling her a Star Wars character or planet, I don't know, whatever it is, Naboo. And I'm like, okay, so apparently she is a Star Wars person. Who knew? Yeah, I would have thought that we would have been doing something like Wicket or something, but apparently she's Naboo. So, yeah, my silver kitten. I usually end up like, if we do this in 2 months, I'll have like 18 new nicknames for her. I've had so many animals through my entire life that are like, what is my name? What is my name? Is my name No? I think my name is No.
Yeah.
My name is Stop. Stop. Why are you eating the socks? What is going? How are you? Oh my! There's going to be at least one animal in my entire life that's going to be like, maybe I'm just not finishing the sentence, cat, because she just starts to say something and then, yeah. So there's probably been one or two that have been like that. So I usually have full names for them, and she only has Nalabuji, which is weird. Because I had a hamster that I named Sebastian Timothy Elijah, and everybody was like, he's not even physically longer than his name. So, yeah, as I'm speaking on my Apple laptop, why I call her Fiona. Give me some puns.
All right, I have. All right, 2 more questions.
Cool.
What tricks can your pet do?
You can go first if you want, because I can actually go get the treats. I don't know if she's going to sleep. Actually, you know what? You guys can see the tricks. I'll do a better version of it. But what ones can she do?
She does, like sit, lay down, shake. She'll like do the 2 paws, which she did in my spa day video. Like she brought both her paws up to me because she was trying to be all cute to get out of getting a bath. And then the last one I'll get her to do, like once she gives me both her paws, is I'll say up, and she'll like put her paws up here and like stand up,
Oh wow.
Yeah. And she gets in the fridge.
Right.
Oh, and she can open doors. If they have like the push down knob, like
right.
This one back here, she can open that. Oh yeah. Did you answer?
No,
yeah, you did your video.
Yeah, but just to run through them really quick. She sits, she speaks, She stands on her hind legs. She jumps now. She knows that the word no means just keep doing what you're doing. Do it faster, especially if you're ingesting something. I don't know why. And why do animals do this? I mean, kids do the same thing. Like, what do you got in your mouth? I'm going through it even faster. Like, how do you know that question is saying? I don't know. And yeah, animals do that and kids do that. I know it's just weird. But the second that I say, what do you have? And she's already like trying to swallow it. Like, apparently that's not really a trick, but I don't know. She's weird like that. And it's the reason why she's in a good home. Okay.
All right. Sorry. I just got very distracted by the chat.
I haven't been looking at it
right now, but we're going to continue. All right. Last question. What is the funniest thing your pet has done?
The pen lids. That and the parts of the tripod that I had, like the little tiny one, it all fell apart. So she has like the little foam part that was like to protect the wire pieces. Those, and like I said, the pen lids, she throws them up in the air and then she's trying to catch it before it comes back down again. She fails like 93% of the time. And it's fucking hilarious every time she fails. And I'm like, I am such a horrible mom for laughing at you, but please don't stop doing it. So yeah, that's about the craziest one. But she does. She makes me laugh all the time though. I love the fact
So I think for Cher, I mean, when she does the like sprinting back and forth in the yard, especially at my my house I lived in before this one, where we had a ton of different like plants around it and stuff, she'll start sprinting and sprinting and sprinting, and then all of a sudden full on like dive into the bushes, like just I'm gonna head her into these bushes, runs around in the bushes for a little bit, and then comes back out, and then sprints back into the bushes. Like, that's funny. I mean, opening the fridge and eating my leftovers is kind of funny. After I had to get a child safety lock on my fridge back in the day because I was like, she's getting into my fridge every single day.
Oh my. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I think that's like some of the funnier things she does. I mean, anytime she's clumsy and like, you know, slips and like, you know, like she'll jump off the bed and like
yeah.
Anyway.
You get to see the frog.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Suzanne, no. Cher, I just said sure. Good Lord. Cher is a German Shepherd mix. That's all they can tell me. But everybody thinks all of my subscribers tell me she's a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
She even has that piece on the back. Like, it's not as big as other Rhodies, but yeah.
Well, my question is, how big are Rhodesian Ridgebacks, like average? Like,
she's around the same size. Like, I would say anything between like a strong 75 all the way up to like an easy 125.
Well, see, she's only 55 pounds though.
But she's also female, so that might also, like, if she's mixed, it could have like, there might be Alsatian in her, but it's not going to be like. It's so confusing that they would say that she's German Shepherd because I don't see it.
It's just in her face. Like if you saw like her next to a German Shepherd that was like her similar coloring.
Right.
That's when I see a picture of a German Shepherd that has her coloring, I'm like, oh, I can see it. But it's literally just her like snout really. But because I would like to know if like Rhodesian Ridgebacks are like typically like a laid back dog like this, because if so, I need to know that for future reference so that I can continue to get laid back dogs.
Right.
No, I haven't done a pet DNA test, but that's something I should look into. That would be a video, I think. I
want to do it for myself at some point, just to have a bunch of answers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that would be, and if I do something like that, I would actually share it with everybody because I think it would be really interesting to do. So, yeah. And I have been like, I've caught the chat once in a while. I will say that I've been seeing it, but I'm not looking at it. So I think the last thing that I actually read was something that Steph put up, and I said, lol, Steph. So I'm not trying to ignore everybody. I'm really sorry. But yeah, I was crying. So that was the big thing. And I spent hours on the makeup that I never ever show, which is crazy.
You should do a video of that doing your makeup too, I think.
Would anybody really want to even see that? I mean, like, well, I love the makeup that you gave me, by the way. So thank you very much for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really do appreciate that. I probably should have more than just a little paintbrush and a wider paintbrush.
Do you have like, if you go to like a dollar store, they have like those triangle sponges?
Yeah, I've got a blender as well. I got that one from the dollar store.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you could dampen that and use it.
Yeah, I use that for like the underlay, and then because I don't have matching. Nobody needs to know. Whatever. Moving on. The one that you gave me, I use as like a top coat, which sounds really bad now. And then I start to do all of the other, like the makeup stuff, the ones that the palette that Charlie gave me, the Taddy Westbrook Volume 1. I am so in love with this palette. Like, I decided that I was going to put like the charcoal on for the first time. I love the color of the charcoal under the lights. It's insanely beautiful. Like, it just like shimmers. So, and then I've covered my face. So yay. I will do, if other people would want to see it, then I'll definitely do that. Yeah. So.
I felt like the makeup, like the foundation I gave you, matched you pretty well. You don't think it does?
Oh no, that one, yeah, yours, yes. The ones that I had though that I still have were the ones that I got from donations when I was at the second shelter, and they are like 5 shades too dark for me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why you handed me. Yeah, we're sitting there doing our makeup for the wedding, and part of it I've actually recorded. Actually, I have recorded all of it. There's 3 different positions. Either it's staring up at the ceiling, it's staring directly at the scarf that I had so that I could do all the makeup and stuff, or it's got like this much of Rose's face where literally nothing else is going on because it was her hair covering it with her little gold headband, and she was doing her makeup this way and I was doing this. So my brain is just like, But then I think back and I'm like, I was sitting beside Rose when I was doing that hideous makeup. And then you were just like so chill about it. You're just like, here, I brought another one. And I'm like, how are you this awesome all the time? She is, people. She really is awesome.
Well, it was just funny because I looked over at you trying to put this makeup on that was like obviously too dark. And I was like, I just need to give her this other tube of foundation that I had here. And then it ended up I felt like it matched you very well. So it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. That is actually like the perfect shade for me. I love that. Yeah. Although right now it doesn't look like you and I are the same tint.
No, but it's because I have these lights in my face. That's why.
Yeah, and I've only got them up top for me. So someday I will have everything together. I think I saw Panda pop in here. I'm not sure if she's in here.
Panda's here now. Hi, Panda.
Hi, Panda. Hi, everybody that I didn't say hi to specifically. Please don't think that I'm like not saying hi to you. I was crying. What a shock. I think I need one of those days without tears. Like, days without an accident. I'm just going to have it perpetually sitting at 0. Just, there's
maybe you get to 1 and then you'd be right back to 0.
Yeah. And then she'll sneeze and I'll just be like, oh my God, she's got the cutest sneeze.
Anyway.
She's covering her face right now when she sleeps. It is chilly up here, and I have been like flipping them back and forth with the thermostat, but other than that, yeah, so she is very well spoiled. And I would also like to add, because there are people that might not know, the blanket that Rose's mom sent to me, it's hers. It is now Nala's. And then the present that Rose sent to her through me, she will actually pick up and drag all over the place. And it's one of those like 3-tiered balls spinning around inside the plastic tube thing. I should really do marketing for these people. The tube thing. Yes, the spinning tube things. She will actually drag it back and forth wherever she wants to play with it. And so, yeah, like it's always like the mug, the blanket, the toy. Like, I'm not even kidding you. And then like the bowls and stuff, obviously, yes. But yeah, that's her favorite toy. So like my entire world, at least some point during every single day, I'm like, hi, Rose, I'm not crying right now. But now I'm thinking about it and I'm just going to be, I'm fine. I'm good.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening in the chat, so I'm just going to keep talking.
That sounds good.
So let's see, what else?
If you could have a mythological creature as your creature companion, what would it be?
Oh God. As I try to think of one mythological creature I might know about, I'm like, unicorn? I don't know.
Okay.
Ooh, a dragon would be cool too.
Yeah, a dragon would be cool.
If I could have a dragon like the kid in How to Train Your Dragon, where I could fly around on it, that's what I would want.
Okay. I would probably go with a manticore.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It has the head of a lion, and it had hold on, I'll just look it up for you guys. Manticore definition. And my internet goes, speed up. Manticore, mythological beast, typically depicted as having the body of a lion, the face of no, that's not the one that I meant then. The face of a man and the sting of a scorpion. Yes, it was the same one, but I reversed the body and the face. So in my head, it's always been like the face of a lion, the body of a human, and the tail of a scorpion. So, yeah, I might need to figure out how to do that.
That sounds terrifying.
That's why they would be like your walk with me puppy. Yeah. I like the hybrids, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. Or maybe a baby wyvern, which is in the dragon family, but has front paws and back paws, whereas dragons generally only have the back paws and then the wings. So, yeah. You're fine, Ralph. I just saw you pop in here, honey. You're good. You're good. Okay. Sphinx, that would also be a really good idea. I could also add an Anubis. Because that one would be good for you, Rose.
What's that?
The Anubis, which is a dog deity from Egypt.
Oh. Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway. An alien.
An alien? I don't know if that becomes a pet or not.
So since I've been like randomly binge watching like anything I can find random that I might be kind of interested in, I started watching Ancient Aliens, And now I'm like kind of convinced aliens are a thing.
I've always like, I know that other people watch and they see like the multiverse, and I know that there's been chat in different ones like, why does she keep saying multiverse? I fully believe that there are multiple versions of reality, and that in one of them I'm an 8-foot tall supermodel ninja. See, she laughs, but she doesn't know that she was actually my trainer. So whatever, just putting that out there. Yeah, so I honestly believe that we are so vain if we think that we're the only life.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I saw a question about somebody asked me if I could. I have not read any Sarah J. Maas. Am I saying that right? Maas? I haven't, but I don't have a pen here because I get up to go get water, and this one is like, yay, mom's taken off. I now get all the pens. Currently, I believe that there's like 5,000 pens in here in various places that I can't see. I haven't seen that though. I'm going to scroll down.
CC, I did watch Tiger King. Literally talked about it today at work. What is happening? It was the craziest thing. Do you have Netflix?
Yeah, but I was going to ask, is it like the one about
No, it's not.
Okay. So I can watch it. I'm not going to lose my mind, and I'm not going to be like, okay, I will watch it then. Maybe we can do that as a react.
Tiger King?
Yeah.
It's like a whole series on Netflix.
Oh, I thought it was like one episode.
Oh, no.
Okay.
There's
I'm going to get invested. Okay.
Yeah. You need to like take a day and just binge it and then let me know, because I made my one coworker watch it. I went into work and I was like, you need to watch Tiger King. It is the craziest thing. And part of it takes place, I think the lady's in Tampa. So like,
oh wow.
Yeah.
There's actually Big Cat Rescue, and then there's another one that's down in Florida as well. They are two of the places that have taken like the rescues from the circuses and stuff like that. I believe it was the Big Cat Rescue. Mm-hmm. I don't know if everybody knew about this, but there was like a bear, a tiger, and a lion, and they were all kept in one space together. And the tiger was actually brought first, I believe, and then the tiger got completely like lethargic and was depressed and wasn't like anything. So then they decided, okay, well, obviously it has to do with these two. So they brought them, but they set the bear off into one area like by himself because it's Big Cat Rescue. And then the lion was in a different pen. Well, they heard one another. And then they realized, no, the three of them have been in this entire life. So they actually had to create an enclosure that was big enough for the lion, the tiger, and the bear.
Oh my.
Like, to me, I would be like, if I had stupid money, they would be getting money all the time. And the Beagle Freedom Foundation in California, again, like those, yeah. Like, I don't try to get political, and I'm desperately not. But when it comes to animals, I'm just like, just take the money. Take the money.
Take the money.
Take the money. Yeah.
Yeah, you missed my joke, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time. Because you were like, yeah, they made an enclosure for the lion, the tiger, and the bear, and I was like, oh my. Okay, anyway.
No, that was well done.
It's not funny if I have to explain it, Pix. It's not funny. Explaining it. Anyway. So let's see. What else? I really would love to be able to get another dog, but Cher would get so mad. Like, she would not go for it.
No. She just literally stretched her back foot like I wish that you guys could see how she is. Like, she's in like a circle, but it's one of those like, have you seen the meme of the cats that are the pentagram? And they're like, their one leg's going this way and the other leg's going this way, and it actually makes the 5-point star. I swear every time that she gets into that pose, I'm just like, okay, so I know what your faith is. I understand. You get all the little spells and incantations that you want, but we're doing it in a different room. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good.
Well, someone was asking me if Manal's going to be at my wedding. Yeah, I'm going to. Manal, Pix, and Charlie are all invited to my wedding. It will.
Yeah.
It will not be as. What's the word I'm looking for? I won't be as hospitable as Manal was. Let's put it that way. But I don't know if, because then Tashi said typo. If they meant Cher won't be at my wedding because she'll bark at everybody. And then someone asked if Cher would be chill with smaller animals. I don't really know. When I adopted her, she supposedly had lived with another dog that was a smaller dog. And when I lived at the house before I moved out, like to my own house here, there was another dog there, but they just didn't do well together. So I would rather her just be comfortable and be like by herself, and I don't want to try it and then it turn out to be a disaster. Anyway.
I was hoping to get a dog, and I was going to go through the full process of actually getting not just an emotional support one, but an actual, like, this one's being trained, and it is not an emotional, it is a service dog at that point. And there's a place not too far from here where, in the same city that I'm going to get my bariatric surgery, that they have trainers that are dealing with everybody, and you end up having to do like $25,000 to plus $1,000 worth of fundraising for the next person's dog, so that dog can get trained, because it's like an 8 to 12 month training program to get them ready. And so in my head, I was ready to do that, and one of my counselors was just like, you do realize that you have to maintain the exact same place. You have to, like, there's so many boxes you have to check every single month. And I'm like, the mere thought of that is so overwhelming to me. She's like, get a cat. And I'm like, but she's like, get a cat. I'm like, okay, so I'll get a cat. Yeah. I was going to get her a harness, but honestly, this might sound like helicopter momish, but with C19, no, I'm not going to do that. I was going to get her a harness so we could walk together, but I need her to stay safe, and I don't let animals go outside unless I'm with them. So, yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say something, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, if I end up with like a dog, like not an adult dog, like if I end up getting like a puppy, I would love to be able to have like a therapy dog or a service dog so that I could take them to work with me sometimes.
Yes.
Because I run like gym sessions where like the patients actually come out of their rooms and like are in the gym for a little bit. And I think people would love that.
Oh, yeah. I wish that Cher was able to share her calmness with others. Hi. Oh, we got up to turn around and go back to sleep again? Yeah? Sorry, this is the amount that you guys are seeing of her. Hold on, I'll just tilt this down. And no, I'm not going for the gratuitous body shot. This is my mug. There you go. There she is. In all her beauty.
What do you have your computer up on that it's so high up?
Kleenex.
Gotcha.
I had a 6-pack of Kleenex, and what I've been doing is cutting the back, like the underside, because they always put the facing parts in, so people can't like open them up and rip everything out. Yeah. So I just keep cutting and pulling them out from behind. So like, so they're literally like no, I don't need to say that. Whatever, I might as well. I'm pulling them out of the ass end of the box.
There you go.
There you go.
Bye, Panda.
Bye, Panda. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm glad that you are sleeping, sweetheart. Yeah. I guess, like, is there any other questions that you guys want to know about?
Yeah. Rapid fire questions, guys.
Do this. Anybody
else missing our girl Amberlynn? I'm pretty bored with all of them, if I'm being honest. And
there we go. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's magnetic. Okay. Sorry, Fiona. Yeah, what I think is really crazy is they could be milking this for everything right now. Like, this would be the time that if you want to collab with somebody, get the collabs in. Like, you've got the people. All you have to do is just show up, turn the camera on, and like, yeah. So, like, for instance, Luna wants to do a live stream with me tomorrow. So yeah, I'll hop on everybody's channel. It gives you guys time. It gives you guys like AdSense or something. I don't know what that is, but whatever. I mean, I do know what it is, but I haven't. Walk away. I'm learning how to say that to myself because I'm still getting caught up in the moment. But I think this is the perfect time for them to be capitalizing on. And
can you imagine a Amberlynn Chantal live stream?
Oh my God.
People would lose it. People would lose their minds.
Yes. Yes. That, but you know what? If they were going to turn around, like, they complain about the AmberCon and stuff. Could you imagine if the four of them did like the quadruplet live stream and they could go for 24 hours and then just check back in once in a while? Like that.
Oh my God, they could do all four of them and talk crap on reaction channels.
Exactly.
People would eat that up, man.
Exactly. Like, they could be capital. Like, do not come at us a month from now or 5 months from now and say, you guys didn't care about us. We didn't even put anything out during the whole C19 thing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, everybody's going to be like, you're the idiot for doing your own reaction to your own stuff. Sit down. This is where you place in reality. And we're over here thriving. You just keep waiting. Like, I'm still so confused because of the whole, I wanted a palette from Shane Dawson. Let me break it down for the people who don't have a clue what I'm talking about. There is a rich white millionaire who convinced another rich white millionaire to make makeup, to sell it to people to get more millions. Anyways, there is a individual in Kentucky who decided, instead of trying to be capitalizing on what was going on, could have made mention of, hey, Shane, I've done stuff that you've actually noticed before. I'm here. I can be in Lexington. I can be at the Morphe one. Do you want me to be there? I can do the whole meet and greet thing. So, like, if you want to give me a palette, that'd be great. And I'll go there. I'll sign like all different kinds of things. Like, how are these things not being thought of? Like,
because she wouldn't have gone and done that.
But she would have complained. Like, the fact that she didn't think of it is the part that gets me, is why are you complaining to everybody about not getting a palette? Dude, you have over 100,000 subscribers. That's not on them that you don't think things through.
Yeah.
And I realized that totally went in a totally different direction, but she's not ever going to have any redemption in my eyes. Cut Twinkie's nails.
Yeah. I mean, what I'll say is that I am glad that it seems like she's succeeding right now, because I am rooting for her in that. But
I hope that it's true. That's all I'll say.
yeah.
And cut Twinkie's nails.
I can show her how. I can send her the video.
Exactly.
Anyway, and I bet hers aren't black. I bet she has like
No, she's got the little tiny tan colored ones.
Yeah, those are, you can see the quick in those, which they're so easy to cut. Then, just saying. I used to cut the little dog that I talked about in that video that I used to bathe. I used to cut her nails because they were like clear white.
Right.
Anyway.
Unicorn blush. I really do hope that ALR is realizing her damage she's done to all around her and just work on herself and take care of her responsibility, aka Twinkie. Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Yes. Free Twinkie. I love it. I wasn't trying to drag a soapbox out, but it's just these people are not putting enough effort into marketing themselves. Coming from somebody who is not marketing themselves yet. I'm purposely not doing that because when I am ready to do that, I want to be prepared. Marley and Rose and Manal and other people that have larger channels keep saying, take this time, love your beautiful mortals, and it just makes me respect you guys that much more. So, and yeah, I realize it's your stream, so I'm not going to be like, everybody click on each other and at each other. If you want to do that, though.
I already linked Pix down in the description, so everybody go follow or go subscribe.
That would be awesome. So what are your plans for April? Like online?
Great. Oh, for online?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't even know yet. Yeah, I don't even know. I wanted to say, Jules said, I'm afraid when she hits 89 pounds again, it'll throw her off. I totally agree. I've thought about that. As soon as she hits 89 pounds, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Anyway, what are my plans for April? God, I really honestly can't tell you. It's going to depend kind of on how often I'm stuck at home.
Right.
But I kind of have some ideas for some things. I don't want to say them out loud for fear I say these things and then people are like, where is this at? And then I have decided I changed my mind, you know.
I will say that as far as April goes, if I'm at the 500 subscriber mark, like I said before, somebody is going to get a piece of Nala printed. It's Nala art, or was that for 1,000? For 500, I think it's that, or it was going to be the pin, and then whichever one the other one was, because Rose gets one of the pins. I am keeping the pin, so I might have two, because I was going to keep another one, but you know what? I think I'm just going to keep that on her, and then she can be like my little kitchen assistant kind of thing. Yeah. So I'll have two. And I've got 3 pieces of artwork, but Rose's mom doesn't know this yet, but I'm trying to get one down to her because she needs to have fridge art, apparently, obviously. So the only thing that I'm like disturbed about is the fact that I didn't think through not putting any brown paint down. So there is like brown paint pop rinse. And I know that everybody else is going to be like, it's fine. It doesn't look like what you think it looks like. But my brain is like, oh my God, I can't believe that I'm now doing this. People are going to be like, your cat used the litter box and then went to paint. No. I was the moron and I used brown paint thinking, oh, it's going to be so lovely. And yeah, no, it's not. So yeah, that's, it all depends on what's going on with C19. Because April, I could be going into surgery, or I could be prepping for surgery, or I might be told that we've got to wait this out for like 6 months, something. It all depends on that. So Yeah. Have you ever played Minecraft?
No.
Hmm.
So I have a game. I talked about it on the live stream I did with Charlie. It's on Switch. It's called like Ring Fitness or something. And it's like a workout, but a video game. And I kind of have thought about filming myself doing that, like just randomly.
Right.
But that's like the only video game I think I would play and like put online. Because you don't want to see me in Mario Kart because I get competitive and angry.
I didn't say that the friendship is over, Adrian. You're so mean. Oh my God, you're so funny.
Oh, because I don't play Minecraft?
You know what? Nobody's perfect.
Was nice having known you, Rose.
Yeah. This is why I love the fact that we have so many of the same subs.
Yeah.
So like anybody has to say is like, go to the corner. They don't even need Acro's name anymore. It's just go to the corner.
Oh, you know what? If I could figure out how to do a screen recording of VR, I've played VR Lightsaber. Do you know what that game is?
I haven't played any VR stuff at all.
Okay, so it's kind of like, what do I describe it as? It's kind of like Guitar Hero, but
Right.
you have like the two joystick things that in VR look like they're like lightsabers.
Oh, cool.
And like the blocks come at you like to the music, and you have to like slash them with a certain color, and you have to slash them in certain directions. It's pretty cool.
Sounds very overwhelming, so I'm glad that you like that. I would love to watch you play that and go, okay, I'm going to ask you as well. You played old school like Mario and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you're holding the controller, and I know that I'm not the only one, so anybody who denies this, were you this type of person?
Oh, yes.
100%. Every single time. Yeah. And I couldn't play certain games because of that, because the person who was playing with me was like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm playing. They're like, no, it looks like you're actually like, what are you doing? And I'm always the type of person as well that I'm like trying to see around things when I'm like playing Fable or Dragon Age or whatever it is, like role-playing games. And I'm like, try to like look around, and they're like, what are you doing? Like my first husband and I, we were like video gamers. It was awesome. It was great. He had every single console. We played all kinds of things. But I couldn't play things like Assassin's Creed or Prince of Persia or anything like that because I'm 3D impaired. I go to jump on something and I'm good with side scroll, like 2D. But the second that you add the element of now I've got to figure out like where the perspective lands, I can't do that for some reason. And it's so it messes up my mind, but I can do the magic eye thing within like 5 seconds, every single one.
Mm-hmm.
Like my brain does not work the same way that everybody else's does. I don't think so. But trying to like jump from building top to building top, like I love watching them, but it's definitely not something that I can sadly play. I wish I could though. So I haven't even played things like, I was able to play Sega. That's a gaming console. It's not the game. Sonic. I was able to play like the first one. And then as they were changing things, I was like, I can't do this anymore. So,
Right.
yeah. So, oh, sorry. I'm just totally like, what? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what time is it? 9:00. I'm thinking I am.
You gonna bail out?
Pretty soon here.
I mean, I have things that I can do as well. So if I know that your week is pretty much like work right now, and you're essential staff. So everybody send some love to her. Make sure you like it. And yeah, I really hope that everything is okay. Everybody stop licking strangers.
Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anything else you want to add? Everyone go subscribe to Pix.
I thank you for just being so cool. Like, I love sharing this kind of time with you. Like, it goes by so fast. Like, I'm seeing it's an hour and 15, but in my brain, it was just like we sat down like 3 minutes ago.
Yes.
And it is so easy and enjoyable to hang out with you. And so many other people want to come and share that time as well. Like, you're awesome. I love you. You know that.
Yes, I love you too. And thank you everybody for coming and hanging out and chatting it up with us.
Yep.
I think that I'm going to react to one of the weigh-in Wednesdays tomorrow and try to have that up for you guys. And then we'll just see what the weekend brings as far as videos.
Thank you, Sherry. I just got to notice.
Yeah. Yay. All right. Love you guys.
Big fupa kisses.
Bye.